Hi, my name is Gabe Rankin and I will be presenting on United Airlines. So to start out is just a little bit of background about the company, and these are the vision and mission statements by Oscar Munoz, the CEO of United Airlines. And so as you can see, they're long, and so just to break them down real quick, the vision statement really just focuses on showing that United's moving to a really customer first, customer experiences oriented company, and then their mission is to reach more people in more places around the world. And so the marketing objectives of United Airlines have really shifted to focus on the customer and their experience and the products that those customers can have while traveling on United, and they just overall want that to be more positive rather than United have a higher name. They're really focusing on their customer satisfaction more than anything. And so for their market segmentation, they break their airports down by airport size. And by airport size, it does not mean physically how big, but the percentage of business that that airport does for United each year. And those airports are also broken down into international and domestic airlines, or airports, sorry about that. And so for a airport to be a regional sized airport, which is the mid-size, it has to have between 0.025 and 1% of United's overall business within that year just from that airport. And the other aspect that makes them regional mid-sized airports is that oftentimes they're connector airports, which means that they are not necessarily international airports, but more airports bringing customers from hub to hub or from that connector airport to a hub in order to reach their final destination or that international destination. And so with United, they're actually the first airline to really focus their attention on these regional mid-sized airports. And so their main goal is to increase capacity between 4 and 6% on all of their flights out of these regional airports in order to serve more people and more places in these smaller communities who often have less options than those in big cities. And so the consumer buying behavior model really just starts with any typical vacation where you find a destination, and whether that's a vacation or a family emergency or whatever the need may be to travel, you find a destination, research your airlines, and then you purchase the ticket. And then obviously it comes to day of travel, and then you could also purchase some day of travel upgrades such as seat upgrades or such. And then moving on to the product mix, United Airlines offers a large product mix. As you can see, they have many different types of aircrafts, as well as seat types and destinations and different ticket types. And so while it may seem simple, like you're just buying a ticket to another place, there's actually a large product mix that goes into the background. And so breaking that down a little bit further, their product line breaks down their different seat options. And so it starts with Polaris Business Class, which is for their international departures, and that is the highest and nicest, most comfortable cabin that United offers. And that is followed by the first class cabin, which is your best cabin on your domestic flights. And that is followed by your Economy Plus, which offers a little extra legroom and a little better snacks than the regular economy. However, it's still the same seats. And then the regular economy is your regular seats with your normal amount of legroom, as most people are used to flying. And then they also offer a basic economy fare, which is a discounted ticket that just has a little more restrictions. And so while you're still sitting in the same seats as regular economy, you just have more restrictions, such as not being allowed to have a carry-on with you on the flight. And so the service process really starts when the customer wants to buy their ticket, whether that's online or calling in or however they choose to go about that process. And then it moves to the check-in process where they first interact with the United agent face-to-face. And then from the check-in counter, they move up to the gate where the gate agents can interact and answer any more questions they have before they get on the flight. And then once on the flight, they interact with United flight attendants face-to-face. And then the last chance that they have to interact with United agents face-to-face is at the baggage claim area. Whether their luggage didn't make it or they just have a question, there are normally some United agents down in the baggage areas. And so the servicescape and service and ambiance of United, they're really shifting into renovations. And so this includes renovating their fleets, and they're trying to improve each of their aircrafts, as well as in renovating the lounges in their larger airports for those premium customers who choose to purchase a lounge membership. And so the lounges really just have access to food, drinks, better seating, better Wi-Fi for those customers who choose to buy that or purchase that service. And so the roles the company employs really just surround the core four of United, which are safe, caring, dependable, and efficient. And it is important that they are read in that order, as that is the order of the four. And so for pricing objectives, United is very sales oriented. They want to have more seats sold, and so they lower their prices to do that. Because for them, a flight uses the same amount of fuel and costs the same, whether that flight has 10 people or 100 people. And so for them, it's far better to lower the prices and sell more seats and at least get some return on investment for those seats rather than sending that plane out empty. And so in doing this, they're also trying to raise the capacity in those regional sized airports, as discussed earlier. And so for their pricing strategies, they are trying to also increase the capacity so they can lower everyone's airfare. Because if there are more seats on that flight, the cost is still the same, so they can lower the price and maintain a good profit margin. And so that is beneficial for those individuals attempting to travel on United. And their pricing tactics for short-term demands include having discounts and flash sales, especially around the holiday season when they know it's going to be busy and they know people are attempting to go see family or students are coming home from school. And so that's normally their peak season when their planes are the most full. And so that's normally when you find the special offers and discounts. And then moving forward to the distribution channels, United Airlines is a multi-channel distribution company where they offer both direct and indirect offers. And so you can buy directly from United at united.com or by calling in and purchasing your ticket, or you can buy through a third-party agent such as Kayak or Travelocity, where United sells them bulk tickets and then they sell you the ticket. And then there are also different channels of conflict, including horizontal and vertical, and United experiences both. Within dealing with corporate, normally the vertical challenge or conflict arises from corporate United meeting with stations and having the disagreements between the individual station and corporate. And then the horizontal on a corporate level is very large because that's how they have committees to discuss which new routes to add, which routes to get rid of, which airports to invest more in, and so on, and how to really just invest their resources. And then some of the forms of advertising are both online and on board. And so most of the advertisement I see for United is just online ads, online commercials. You see them on TV a little, but mostly on YouTube later. And then on board, United advertises heavily in order to attempt to retain those passengers. Once on board, they don't want to lose that passenger because their experience was not good enough. And then some of the forms of media they use are television and radio. And so personally, this summer there was a new flight that opened up in my hometown of Fairbanks, Alaska to San Francisco, California. And I heard advertisements on the radio for that flight for several months before the flight even began in United's attempt to fill that plane. And then the other form of media that United is actually lacking in is social media. United actually does not have an Instagram, whereas their main competitors between Delta and American Airlines both have almost 1 million followers on Instagram. And then United also has 500,000 less followers than Delta or American on Twitter. And then it kind of circles back around to the company message, and it really is just those core four previously discussed: safe, caring, dependable, and efficient. And those are the four things that United wants passengers to think when they think of United. And then my strategy recommendation is to create an Instagram. And so to start that page out, I recommend that they hold a contest and ask passengers to share their best experiences and their best photos while traveling on United and at all the destinations United reaches around the world. And then the winning photo could be United's first Instagram post. And so that could really just draw a lot of attention to United and get passengers to continue traveling. And then here are my resources. Thank you very much.